Television watchers of the 70s and 80s likely have memories of actress Diana Hyland, at least in some capacity. Despite generally being relegated to the status of a guest star, the acclaimed TV actress worked in many roles. Some of her most notable roles include her turn as the titular character's mother in The Boy in the Plastic Bubble, as well as the role of the mother in the first few episodes of 8 is Enough. In this video, we'll be taking a look at Diana Hyland's career and why she didn't end up making it through the entire first season of her breakthrough TV role. Join FactsVerse as we attempt to uncover the reason Diana Hyland only shot 4 episodes of 8 is Enough. To understand the fall of any star, we must first take a look at their rise. Diana Hyland was born in Cleveland Heights, Ohio on January 25, 1936. Upon graduating from high school, the young star began taking a fairly serious interest in acting. She would dabble in semi-professional theater in and out of Ohio for 2 years. But she felt her future lied in New York, whether that was on stage or in television. Although her sights were set predominantly on the Broadway stage, Diana Hyland began finding her initial success in TV. Her first big break came in the form of various roles on television dramas. She began to make a name for herself, appearing in 3 episodes of The Plays of the Week. The Plays of the Week was a drama anthology meant to showcase up-and-coming actors and actresses, just like Hyland herself. Around the same time, she would also end up getting a few notable roles in a handful of Broadway plays. According to Diana, the success of both her Broadway and TV roles had empowered her, but her current agent was not all that supportive. Diana felt that, after gaining some traction in New York, it was time for her to head to California to take a stab at Hollywood. However, her agent discouraged her, something the young actress would grow to resent. Her agent wanted her to continue pursuing her TV roles in New York, the place where he felt her real future was. He ended up getting her a fairly solid role in the soap opera series Young Dr. Malone. This role provided Diana with 15 months of solid work. After those 15 months, Hyland met a TV producer named Dick Berg, who offered her a new role she found tantalizing. The role would be in an episode of another drama anthology series, this time ABC's Alcoa premiere. The role she was being offered ended up being in the episode The Voice of Charlie Pont. This episode is widely considered one of the most notable of the series. She gladly accepted the role, and it ended up netting her an Emmy nomination. In taking the role in The Voice of Charlie Pont, she ended up leaving Young Dr. Malone. Her character on that program was killed off. Soon after The Voice of Charlie Pont made waves on television, Hyland finally made the decision to head to California. She left her agent behind. In California, she would end up finding the true peak of her success. In a matter of time, she would end up becoming one of the most prolific television guest stars of the time. From 1962 to 77, Diana Hyland appeared in nearly 80 different film and television roles. Although the actress's roles were often fairly small, she would put a good deal of effort into her portrayal of them. For this reason, she quickly began gaining both attention and traction in the Hollywood sphere. A few notable TV series she appeared on include The Defenders, Happy Days, and Convoy. She also appeared in a few feature films, including Hercules and the Princess of Troy, Jigsaw, and The Chase. With every new script she got involved with, Diana would go out of her way to give the role her all. She would go as far as to method act as her characters outside of filming. In one notable instance, the TV actress adopted a full Russian accent and began only consuming Russian food and drink. To all those around her, Hyland was an actress who took her craft seriously. If her commitment was any indication, the TV star had big things ahead. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, hit the like button and make sure you subscribe to FactsVerse and stick around for more stories about Diana Hyland. The longest role Diana got in her heyday was in the primetime soap opera Peyton Place. She would end up performing in 56 episodes of the series, airing from 1968 to 69. She had the role of Susan Winter, the wife of character Reverend Tom Winter. Understandably, Hyland was excited about getting this serious, long-term role. Having done dozens and dozens of guest starring roles, the opportunity to perform in a recurring role seemed like a blessing. According to Diana, the opportunity to, quote, settle down and fully develop one character was what she had always wanted. She was very pleased with her time spent on Peyton Place, feeling it allowed her to share her craft with a large cast of talented players. Still, the role only lasted around a year, at which point Hyland was on to even better things. One of her most memorable roles would come several years later. That was the 1976 made-for-television movie The Boy in the Plastic Bubble. Hyland played the role of the titular character's mother. That role was played by John Travolta. On top of the film being a big one for Hyland, it was also somewhat of a breakthrough for Travolta. And it would end up being the start of a serious romance between the two, even though Diana was 18 years older than Travolta. John Travolta had made a small name for himself already, starring in the show Welcome Back, Kotter. Although the show had only barely just started its second season when The Boy in the Plastic Bubble premiered, people had begun recognizing the young actor. And he had gotten a small feature role in Brian De Palma's adaptation of the Stephen King novel Carrie. His breakthrough roles in Grease and Saturday Night Fever were only just around the corner. Perhaps it was the shared thirst for Hollywood success that drove Travolta and Hyland together. But for whatever reason, their romance would end up being a pretty big deal to the two stars. It would last until Diana Hyland's death. Soon after The Boy in the Plastic Bubble wrapped filming, Hyland would be offered an even greater role. Sadly, though, this would be the actress's final role. It was in the sitcom 8 is Enough. The sitcom was based on the real-life story of a news anchor and journalist with 8 children. In the show, Hyland played the wife of Dick Van Patten and the mother of the 8 children. However, it was a role she wouldn't get far into before her passing. 8 is Enough looked like it was going to be a pretty big success for its network as soon as it went into production. It not only had a promising concept, but had managed to attract a very promising cast. However, things would take a turn for the worse soon into filming. Dick Van Patten recalls that Hyland began, quote, complaining about a backache as soon as filming started. As it turns out, she had been diagnosed with terminal breast cancer only a week prior. She kept the diagnosis a secret, hoping she'd be able to fight it and keep her new TV role. Sadly, this didn't end up being the case. During the filming of the show's 4th episode, Hyland was driven to the hospital by her boyfriend, Travolta. Upon arriving, she called for the cast and crew of 8 is Enough. It was at this time she revealed to them her struggle. Although she had every intention of giving her all to her new TV role for as long as she could, fate had other ideas. Less than 3 weeks after revealing her diagnosis, she was dead. John Travolta stuck by Diana Hyland until the very end, staying by her side on her deathbed. Travolta had a long and promising career ahead of him, but his time spent with Hyland would be something he would never forget. Likewise, the world retains fond memories of the television starlet. Even if she never quite found that breakthrough role that was warranting of her skills as an actress, she definitely carved out a niche as a talented guest star. If she had survived to see her role in 8 is Enough truly come to fruition, she likely would have been even more successful than she already was. 8 is Enough ended up killing off her character to explain the absence after only 4 episodes, but it would go on to be a fairly successful sitcom, lasting for 5 seasons. Diana Hyland is just one of many actresses and actors who died before their time. Comment down below to share what your favorite of Hyland's roles was, or how you think 8 is Enough might have changed if she had managed to survive her battle with cancer. And as always, be sure to like the video and subscribe to FactsVerse. Hit the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.